Welcome back to Good Morning Sports fans. Now let's take a look at some of the transfer stories in this morning's newspapers. And according to the Daily Mirror, Viktor Gyökeres has put Manchester United in pole position for his signature after making a U-turn on a potential move to Arsenal.
An initial approach has been made from Manchester United for Viktor Gyökeres through intermediaries. That's what we've been told. United exploring the conditions around a potential deal. Ruben Amorim, of course, a huge fan of the player. He managed him for just over a season at Sporting. 66 goals he scored for Ruben Amorim. He's got 97 in 102 appearances for Sporting. We understand he's got a gentleman's agreement to leave Sporting this summer for offers above £58 million, 70 million euros. He does have a release clause around £84 million, but we understand bids around 70 million euros could be enough for a transfer this summer. Now, United are in the market for a striker this summer, regardless of the situation around Rasmus Højlund. He spoke over the weekend and said he's not considering leaving. He's going to fight for his place. He's got a long contract at the club. He's not looking to leave. United have a number of options they're looking at in that number 9 position, but an initial approach has been made to try to sign Viktor Gyökeres, and that would be a huge signing for Manchester United, because it was thought that he'd want to play Champions League football next season. Well, he won't even get European football at Manchester United, but it seems that pulling power at United is still there. A lot of people will ask when we talk about Manchester United, how are they affording to sign the likes of Matheus Cunha, Bryan Mbeumo and Viktor Gyökeres in the same window, considering where they finished in the Premier League, considering they've got no European football? Well, clearly there is going to be a big focus on departures at United as well this summer. Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Antony, Alejandro Garnacho. Offers are expected for those players. Nothing formal at this moment in time, but United are looking for permanent sales in this window to help them restructure and evolve this squad, which is in need of real repair for United to get back to a position where they're fighting for major honours again.
It all felt like, oh no, Gyökeres might go to Arsenal now. He hasn't yet, and Sesko seems to be on the radar as well. Oh, Osimhen's going to Saudi, or he'll stay at Galatasaray. Well, he hasn't done that either. Ekitike is another one. No, Liverpool want him, Arsenal want. Well, he hasn't done that. So they're all still an option. Are United actually interested in any of them?
I mean, yes, I think they are. I mean, certainly Ruben Amorim's interested in Gyökeres. I think there's certainly been discussions around Victor Osimhen. They are definitely looking at a striker. Hugo Ekitike obviously has done well for Frankfurt this season. Different types of strikers, aren't they? A lot of money being talked about as well. Again, it comes down to that. So I think that's why they wanted to get Cunha and another striker forward done. So Mbeumo, they hope, will be that person. And then they feel a bit more comfortable then with a level of goal scoring potential in that team that then maybe just gives them a little bit more leverage in talks with, you know, the potential clubs that they might be looking at getting strikers from. So if Mbeumo comes in, I think it's then a case of sales and trying to raise revenue so that they can go again later in the window.
To be honest, I think they're all very interesting. I just don't want United spending 80+ million on them. That's the worry.
I have a fear.
I think there's alternatives
I have a little
out
bit
there as well.
That you might think is nonsense. That we could end up last minute deal with almost any of them, with a striker. Maybe someone like Gyökeres, because he's had this issue with Sporting. If they don't get a bidding for him, they don't get any money for him. Maybe United could go sort of later on in the window and go,